What up YouTube? Welcome to szsports, bringing you another video, and in this video we're going to talk about the spread. So we're going to pick every game of the week and I'm going to tell you if they're covering or not the spread. I picked the Thursday night game. I have Patriots minus 10. I took the Patriots minus 10. What led me to believe they want to win by at least 10 points was as soon as I saw T.Y. Hilton wasn't there, I couldn't see any reliable wide receivers that the Colts had, right? So at that point, I was like, okay, Edelman's coming back. Gronkowski, he was going to play. So anyway, my current record, if I include that, is 31-33 throughout the year. So anyway, let's get started, guys. So first game, Tennessee at Buffalo. Buffalo's getting 5.5 points. I think Tennessee wins. I think Tennessee's defense is pretty good. Even though their offense is not great, I think this game is going to be a low-scoring game. 17-6 is what I'm thinking. Mariota will throw for 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And I think the Buffalo will move the ball a little bit, but they're not going to get any touchdowns. I think that defense of Buffalo will hold Tennessee to only those 3 that are ice. But anyway, Tennessee will win 17-6. So Tennessee, given the points, I'll take Tennessee. Miami at Cincinnati. Cincinnati minus 6. We all saw what happened in the Patriots-Miami game. And that's a divisional game. Divisional games usually are tighter. I think Cincinnati's going to win easily. Cincinnati has a really good offense and a pretty good defense, but their offense is really good. You also saw last week that game between Atlanta and Cincinnati, fast-paced game. It was like no defense there, but the Dolphins' offense is not like Atlanta's offense. I think Atlanta's one of the best offenses in the league. Anyway, so what I'll do is I'll give the points to Miami. I think Cincinnati wins 35-20. Baltimore at Cleveland. Well, I think Baltimore will win. I'm not going to give you the score, but I think they will cover with minus 3. You can check the video right here in the link above. Green Bay at the Lions. That's a pick'em game as I have it right now. This game is, I don't know. I feel like Green Bay's struggling more than they should. I think Green Bay will have a decent game, but I think the Lions is at Detroit. I think the Lions will edge the Green Bay Packers. I think they will edge the Green Bay Packers, and the score that I'm giving is 24-23. So there's a picking game, so there's no points to give, but I'll take Detroit 24-23. Jacksonville or KC. So KC is a minus 2.5. KC had their first rough game against a decent defense on Denver. Jacksonville's offense is not great. So this matchup is going to be decided when KC has their offense between Jacksonville's defense. This is the thing. I think Jacksonville's defense is going to contain them to, I have them scoring 17 points, so 2 touchdowns and a field goal. But I think in the other side, Jacksonville's going to be able to move the ball a little bit better. And Mahomes going to throw a pick at some point. And I think it's going to be this game. So I'm going to get the points from Jacksonville, 2.5 points. I had Jacksonville winning outright, 20-17. Denver and New York Jets, another pick'em game. There's a couple pick'em games this week. I think this is the game for the Jets to win. Denver's coming out of that emotional loss, divisional loss, Monday night. So, you know, it's hard. A little bit shorter week. Denver should be prepared. The Jets should be prepared. So I'm going to take a gamble here. I think the Jets get it 17-14. Atlanta at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh minus 3. I think this game's going to be a shootout. I think the game is just going to be like the Atlanta-Cincy game. It's probably like that. The only difference is Pittsburgh's defense is way worse than Cincy's defense. Cincy's defense is I would say like a top 15. I haven't checked the stats to give you a more accurate, but Pittsburgh's defense like butter of the league. So what I think is going to happen, I think Atlanta's going to win upright, but I'll get the 3 points. I have Atlanta winning 35-33 in a shootout. New York Giants at Carolina. Carolina minus 7. New York has looked so bad on offense. Very, very bad. the defense for Carolina is pretty good, not great, but that offense for New York is horrendous. I think their MO, the front seven is what Carolina thrives in. Give pressure to Eli. I think that will be enough. I think Carolina wins. I have them winning 24-10. So I'll give the points to New York and I take Carolina 24-10. Oakland at the Chargers. Chargers minus 5.5. So I think even though the Chargers are our home team, it's in LA. I actually think that game is gonna show up more like an Oakland home game. The crowd's gonna be in Oakland side. It's in LA. They're the most popular team in LA. It's not the Rams, not the Chargers. So I think the Chargers are gonna lose. I think Oakland, you're gonna get those 5.5 points, which is I think is a pretty big margin. I think Oakland wins 30-27. So again, I'll get the points. I think Oakland wins upright 30-27. Minnesota, Philadelphia. Philly is -3. So Philly's offense on the other side hasn't looked great. I think they're gonna get better as the year goes by. They lost to a tough team, defensive team in Tennessee. I think Minnesota's offense is legit, is playing good. I think Philly's defense is good, but I don't know if they can sustain that firepower from Minnesota. Minnesota was there with LA, which I think is probably one of the best offenses in the whole league. Well, it's one of the best, but I think it's top 2. So what I think is going to happen, I think Minnesota is going to win. So I'll get the points, the +3, but I think they're going to win upright by a touchdown. 27-20 Minnesota. Arizona, San Francisco. This is the game that, unless you're an Arizona fan or a San Francisco fan, you're not watching, right? No Garoppolo. I guess if you're a Rosen fan, this is his first start. So, anyway, I think this is their game too, Arizona. This might be their only win, unless Rosen is way better than I expect. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. I think eventually he's going to be a really good quarterback. But, I mean, first start, rookie year is hard. But I think this is their game. I think San Francisco is -3.5. So I'll get the points at 3.5 points. I think Arizona wins 14-10 in a low-scoring game. Rams at Seattle. The Seahawks. Seahawks are 7.5 points, so they're +7.5 points. I think Seattle has no way that they're containing with this offense. I think the Rams are just a legit team. Seattle will move the ball, but that firepower is too much. Ken Patrick is not gonna play for Seattle. Earl Thomas is not gonna be there. He's out for the year. So I think it's gonna be a blowout. I have the Rams winning 35-17, so they're way covering that -7.5. So give the points. I'll take Seattle. I'll take the Rams. Sorry. Dallas at Houston. Houston is -3. So this is an interesting game. It's a battle of Texas, right? I think that Houston defense is not good, which has disappointed me, especially having Clowney and Watt. They have disappointed me, but I think Dallas is gonna do just enough to win this game. So I think Dallas takes it 27-23. They show me that they can feature Zeke. If they're gonna feature Zeke, they'll be good. They'll be decent. I think they'll win against a Houston's team that is struggling. So 27-23. And Monday night, Redskins and New Orleans Saints. So Redskins are coming out of a bye. That's good. New Orleans, they had that tough game offensively. Well, at least Drew Brees had a tough game against the Giants. But I think it's in New Orleans. I think New Orleans will pull it. New Orleans is -7. But I think they're gonna win by 10 points. 27-17. New Orleans. So guys, I went a little fast because again it's a lot of games. But let me know which one I'm wrong. Put comments below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and follow me at SCG Sports. I'll see you next time.